plus. This is a very special day for Belmont University, and also an historic day when you consider the fact that this school has not had to do this in 33 years, which is a real testimony to the greatness of Coach Bird as he retires. All of you know why we're here today, so with no further ado, I will turn the program over to Belmont Athletic Director Scott Corley.
Thanks, George. Really appreciate that. And thanks, everybody, for coming. This is great. Great to see the turnout. We didn't know what to expect. I know it's difficult for the students with their class schedules, but really great to see all the support for this great day at Belmont University. Stealing the words from Marty Dickens, our board chair, this is a wonderful day for Belmont University. You know, a couple things to thank real quick, and this will be quick. I do want to thank, obviously, my staff, all the people to put this event together. David Fish, George Plaster, the marketing team did a great job pulling this together in short order and trying to keep it quiet as best we could. Andrea Runner and her staff. So really, really appreciate that. It takes a lot to get this done. Also want to thank Dr. Fisher for his support and counsel during this process. Without that, I don't think this happens today. So thank you, Dr. Fisher. Wow, what an amazing 10 days, right? This time, a week ago Monday, I think we all were feeling a range of emotions when Coach Bird decided to retire. And it was a bittersweet day. Obviously, we're excited for him, but hated losing him. And for me personally, I knew that was it was kind of my moment now to get to work and earn my keep and go out and find the next leader of this program. And so it's amazing to think in just 10 days we're here. But it's been an amazing process. I was hoping it'd maybe go a little quicker, but Casey ended up winning a lot of games in the NIT, and so we couldn't start that process. Look, as I embarked on this search, continuity was important. It was important to me. You know, Belmont basketball and Belmont University, we kind of do things a little differently, and it was going to be important to find someone who understands that and understands what we value and what we're about. And I think everybody in this arena knows that, what that means. I was also looking for somebody who's a proven leader and a proven winner. I was looking for someone with high character and looking for someone that could take over a program and follow in Coach Bird's shoes. And lastly, you know, was certainly looking for someone who had led a program before. And so I feel very blessed because Casey checks all those boxes and then some. I've known Casey for 30 years. I know the person he is. I know the husband he is. And I know the father he is. And he's just an amazing, incredible person of high character, integrity, but also just a natural leader and a winner. You know, I got to watch him play where he was basically the assistant coach on the court and where he had a lot of success. Obviously, got to, as a fan, be part of all the success he had his fingerprints on here with this program in the 16 years that he was there and all the championships that were won. And then I think the run and what he did at Lipscomb these last 6 years certainly speaks for itself. You know, he was going against a lot of the coaching titans in this profession and was out coaching them all year, all these last couple years. So really at the end of the day, it just seemed like a natural decision to get Casey back here, and I'm just glad he decided that it was the right time for him as well. And so this is just, I couldn't be more excited, and that's part of our progress. I was wondering if it would happen or not, but thank you for the progress. But anyway, I can't be more excited to welcome Casey, Sonny, who's also a Belmont alum, and his 3 kids back to the Belmont family. This is wonderful. Without further ado, please let me introduce next head coach, Casey Alexander.
Well, thank you. Bruin Blast, cheerleaders who were here and now gone, and all of you that are here that have made this an incredibly exciting arena to play basketball in, and all of you are a part of it. So I want to recognize that right off the bat and tell you how much I appreciate you being here, all of you being here, and on a Thursday morning when it may not have been the easiest thing to do. In 1991, I transferred here from the University of Tennessee after a pretty long and miserable semester, and because I knew I wanted to coach. I missed playing, but I knew I wanted to coach. And so I took Coach Bird's very, very small scholarship offer. Come be a part of this team, with no idea how lucky I would be almost 30 years later to stand here today and be recognized as the next head coach. Grateful that God's plan was a lot bigger than my own. This is an unbelievable celebration for me, but obviously moments like these, you thank the people that have helped you all along the way, and there are a lot of those people for me. Front row, my wife Sunny, Allie, Mason, and Reed, my children that grew up here, essentially, and grateful for you guys and happy about the next chapter in our life that we get to spend here back home. In 2011, I chose to leave Belmont for Stetson in Lipscomb. Two parts of my journey that I would not trade for anything. Jeff Altier and Stetson gave me the opportunity to be a head coach for the first time. Philip Hutchison and Randy Lowry at Lipscomb gave me the opportunity to come back to a city that I love and coach a fairly successful program and had 6 great years there. And so want to make sure to thank them for their help along the way as well. Now today, a good friend and now boss, Scott Corley, Dr. Fisher, Judy Fisher, who have shown the confidence in me and given me this opportunity, which I'm very grateful for, and obviously will do my dead level best to make you proud every step of the way. So Coach Bird, who snuck in here at the bitter end so nobody would see him, I had to twist his arm a little bit to get him to come today, because in his nature, of course, he didn't want this to be about him. He wanted it to be about me. But very few people in my life more important than he is. And as I told him on the phone last night, we're going to do everything we can to do this the way that we do it, and it'll be different a little bit. But in my mind, as a guy that spent 20 years with him, learning from him, it's always going to be his program, whether he likes it or not. And so it's a real privilege and honor to carry the torch, Coach. So a lot of former players. I have 20 seasons worth of teams myself here that I've heard from and excited about reconnecting with. And those guys are all special to me. I see some of those former players here today. A lot of friends, not former friends, but a lot of friends that are here today that I'm grateful for. Staff members that I've worked with along the way, athletic department people. Obviously, it's real exciting for me to have you here and have you be a part of this as well. So yesterday I met with the players in the locker room. It was the first thing that we did because it's the most appropriate thing to do, because that's what this is all about. There are the 15 or so young men that are in the program, and the experience that we can all provide for them. I will say this, I'm a lot more excited about coaching them than I am coaching against them. That was not fun at all. I didn't tell them that, but I believe that to my core. It's going to be a great thing. Here's what I told them, that they really are the secret sauce of what makes this a great place. They are the ones who, from year to year, even though we lose some and we add some, they're the ones that best reflect the core values of the program. They're the ones that have to choose to believe in that. They're the ones that have to buy in, take ownership, and extend what has become a great basketball program from year to year. And that's still going to be the expectation. You know, our first and primary objective in everything that we do will be to represent Belmont the best way that we can. Nothing has higher priority than that. That's what you're used to. That's what you deserve. And frankly, that's absolutely what you should expect. And so that'll be our main objective. And, you know, and you can talk about high character. You can talk about behavior on and off the floor. You can talk about sportsmanship and character and class and any other friendly word that you want to use. And we hope that we meet all of those goals. And that'll be our expectation for sure. Our guys will be academically inclined as they have been. They'll be true student athletes. They'll continue to be young men that if you want to bring your young children and sit on the first row to watch the game, you'll be proud to do so without any worry for what they're going to see or hear. So playing style, a lot of people want to know about that. It's going to be same but different. You know, I would be foolish to come in and make a lot of changes. It's been a really good winning formula the way that it's been. I've spent, again, a lot of time with Coach Bird, so that's my most basic DNA as a coach, and so we're not going to deviate too far from the middle to keep this going. But naturally, you know, we're very different people as well. My coaching style is going to be a little different than his, and our practice plan is going to be a little different than his, and you know, and but our objective will be just as successful. You know, we will play high tempo. I think you'll love watching the teams. I think you'll enjoy the quality of the game. I think you'll appreciate the toughness and the togetherness that our players will continue to play with. We're not gonna sacrifice anything in that regard. And I don't know where it is any longer, but I know somewhere in that locker room it says that it's amazing what can be accomplished when no one cares who gets the credit. And that'll always be the staple of this program. Community, faculty and staff, and other coaches, athletes, students. I can't wait to lock arms with you and just be one of you, and together continue to make this the great place that it already is, and see if we can improve it and enhance it and move it forward just a little bit more. Grateful to be here, thankful for your support, look forward to a long, maybe not 33-year journey together. Thank you.
Casey, welcome back. I did throw out the joke earlier that if he stays 33 years, he'll be 80. And so not sure about 33 years, but nonetheless, welcome back. It's good to have you back home on Belmont's campus. Scott, I'm glad the Bruin Blast was yours and not mine. It explains why I was so quick getting this started. You handled it beautifully. To the media who are here, Casey will be available after this gathering for you all, and it will be up in the Vince Gill room where he'll do whatever interview things that you want done. For all of you who showed up this morning, thank you all for coming. Obviously, you didn't have a lot of time, but that kind of thing happens in a coaching search. So again, thank you all for being here. Hope you have a great day, and go Belmont.